Love wants you, we can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. Dance.
Hey guys, what's cracking? It is Cracking Nation, coach of the Boston Bisharps. Today we are back with our CSL Season 6 Week 5 battle, I believe. We are taking on the Kiruna Krabby, coached by Gord, who doesn't actually speak English, really. I don't know, I'm not really sure. But definitely promised to be an interesting battle. This guy is kind of known as the gimmick master. He always is running these like crazy sets that nobody can really plan or predict. They have served him to a mixed, varied levels of success. I think while his record isn't fantastic in the league right now, oh, maybe Pierce will cancel this challenge. While his record in the league isn't super fantastic, I think he's definitely a quite talented player. So, you know, we're going to have to see how it goes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record a team builder, so we're going to have to go over that real quick. But we are running a Mega Garchomp, a Sub SD Garchomp with running the Edgequake combination. At +2, this thing can basically OHKO his entire team, which, you know, that's basically just Garchomp and what it does. Next up, we've got Zeus, the Thunderous. Just basically Taunt is nice against a team that runs a lot of gimmicks because it can eventually stop them in its tracks. Thunder Wave is nice to stop to slow down to Altaria if it gets out of hand, as well as any other like potential sweepers on his team. Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, just Bolt Beam coverage, hits his entire team for at least neutral damage, I believe. Next up, we've got Whammy, V-Create, Bolt Strike, Will-O-Wisp, U-Turn. U-Turn is nice because it allows us to switch out of Gothitelle. Basically, this entire team is kind of set up so that Gothitelle doesn't actually threaten any individual Pokemon. So V-Create is just like a great way to body stuff. And then Bolt Strike allows us to hit Manaphy and Alomola. Will-O-Wisp is for Altaria to slow down a Dragon Dancing Altaria, as well as maybe a Donphan or something like that. But we do have to be wary of Typhlosion potentially switching in from Flash Fire. Got Aquaberry, Escavalier making its return after being successful a couple weeks ago. Megahorn, Ironhead, Drill Run, Aqua. Unfortunately, this thing is very limited in its move pool, so we're pretty low on options as far as what we can do with its moves, but what we can do is basically run the same reliable set, hopefully, over and over again. There's not a lot of coverage that we get here, so we're going to have to make do with what we got, but I think this is basically the emergency stop to Altaria. It can take a Fire Blast from even a specially invested, as long as it's at full of health, I should say. It can take a Fire Blast from any Altaria variant, and Ironhead is like a really good chance to OHKO back. Assuming some prior damage or something or other, hopefully we'll be able to get the kill on this thing. So next up, we've got an Air Balloon Tentacruel. Kind of a cool set, actually. I am a fan. Giga Drain Rapid Spin Acid Spray Scald. Tentacruel hasn't come since week 1, I believe. This is a cool set. It's an offensive Tentacruel with it's like an offensive hazard support. Basically, if you haven't noticed, this team is super offensive in nature, so that means that we don't want to have a Pokemon that, such as Avalugg that loses a lot of offensive pressure when it tries to come in and clear away hazards. So this is pretty good for that. It also does achieve really phenomenal coverage. Air Balloon is nice because if we're hope I don't mess this prediction up, but if we're expecting Donphan to click Ice Shard or Earthquake, if we expect Earthquake, we can come in and proceed to body it with a Scald. It's also nice because now Altaria has to click a move before Earthquake, so hopefully we'll be able to take one of those hits, although Tentacruel does have pretty abysmal physical bulk, so that is what it is. Next up, we've got Mental Herb Levani with Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Sticky Web, Light Screen. Bug Stab is basically useless against his team. I think it only hits like 0 Pokemon, so it doesn't really matter. Energy Ball and Leaf Storm gives us some options. Leaf Storm can help us body something in a pinch if we're expecting to die. Light Screen is kind of like that, like, you know, why not? There's not really a move that fits better there. Finally, Sticky Web allows us to, you know, I'm actually worried that this set will kind of fodder itself off to a set up, a setting up. What am I trying to say? A setting up Gothitelle. So I kind of want to run Entrainment. I think that might be really cool, as it allows us to really effectively just like slow down Gothitelle. Or just like stop Gothitelle, at least allows us to switch out. But is a switching out useful once Gothitelle is set up? That's the eternal question. V-Create from Victini is nice. So actually, I'm gonna basically it's gonna come down to how much does a Life Orb Victini do with the V-Create. If you hear a lot of strange noises, do not be alarmed, please. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in my dorm room right now. Yeah, so let's see. How much does this do to Gothitelle? Uber's literally say, yep, okay, so we're probably good. This is max HP, so that's not too bad. Yeah, we're probably fine. Yeah, we're totally fine. So I can just run light screen and feel pretty safe doing it. All right, so that is the team. Eevee here to outspeed Adamant, Altaria, as well as Adamant, what is it? Shiftry. So I will say I'm not super happy with this team. I feel like this is a game where matchup is kind of against me, honestly. No single Pokemon on the team really poses any threat to all 12 or even like a majority of his Pokemon. So it's going to really come down to a game of like me playing, because I couldn't prep well, matchup being against me. This is going to come down to being like a game that I have to just like play really well. So we're going to see how it goes. We are currently 3-1, so I like to keep a good record alive. But all right, we're going to accept this challenge. As Gothitelle is here, Sableye is here. I am very scared of Girder. So Girder is really a huge threat, honestly. Oh man, here we go. Basically every Pokemon I was really hoping wasn't coming is here. Is Altaria a defogger? Yo, he has no defogger. That's kind of cool. This is a team where Garchomp could do an insane amount of work behind a sub. And I know I can set up a sub on Alomola. Huh. He's a really cancerous team. It's just like really annoying to face. He has so many just like Sableye, Gothitelle, Alomola. Not that I haven't used Alomola plenty of times myself, but I can definitely just get up my webs and kind of fodder off Levani. Yo, I messed up these EVs mad bad. Whatever, that's fine. No, Levani doesn't really need his... I mean, Levani didn't need bulk anyways, but I gave it way too much speed accidentally. That's fine. Whew, okay, so I am thinking that any lead he wants to go for, basically, Victini is kind of the play. If he leads with Manaphy, I'll click U-turn. If he leads with Girder, I'm curious. I actually have not imported this Team Classic, but we're going to have to import this right now. Okay, Victini. Girder. Yeah, we don't do actually a whole lot of damage to Girder, which sucks. I was really wanting to run Psychic, and now I wish I had. But you can't win them all, can you? Thunderous is also a great lead, although Girder, again, is a threat. If Girder's running Ice Punch, it does a ton of damage to Garchomp. If it's running Ice Punch, I mean, the question is what coverage would it be foregoing for Ice Punch? Yeah, it does a ton to Garchomp. So I'm just going to lead with Levani, I think. Yeah, just get up my webs. Hopefully this is not bulk up, because in that case we would be in trouble. Just going to get up my webs. Yeah, if this is bulk up Girder, we are kind of screwed. It'll be a tough battle after that point. We'll have to really start playing offense. So. Yeah. I guess we could have led with... there's not really a lead that matches up well against Girder. So he does click the Ice Punch, which is fine. I'm just going to click Leaf Storm, weaken this thing a crap ton. Light Screen doesn't actually help us against like anything, bar Manaphy. It does let Manaphy set up, potentially, but he reveals the Ice Punch, which is definitely good to know. And he actually switches into Altaria. So I'm just going to click Light Screen, I think, in case he's special. I mean, if he's not, I don't want him setting up too crazy. Because at what point does Altaria manage to Oko even a Escavalier behind an Earthquake? It's going to take a while, but let's put Altaria. Let's put Altaria here, special attacker. Light screen, yeah, we can definitely take some hits actually. So if I can just sit on my light screen, that wouldn't be too bad. Because the Scavalier can take an Earthquake plus a Fire Blast behind a light screen, so that's pretty good. Of course, if he chooses not to Mega Evolve, that's going to be a completely different beast to tackle. So he does choose not to Mega Evolve, which is definitely interesting. He also does kill our Levani, which is honestly fine. Levani did his job. There's no problem anymore. He also didn't bring Hazard Clearing, which is really sick. How much does a Garchomp take from this thing now? Come on. Come on, Chomp. Let's see. Let's see you take hits. Come on. Come on. So if we calc for the light screen, Hyper Voice is still doing like 50 to 60. So, and I also don't kill with Stone Edge, so that's not the play clearly. Like obviously it goes through sub, but I'm just actually curious if I would be able to set up on it, which I clearly cannot. So I'm kind of thinking Tentacruel is low key the play. Victini can't touch this thing, honestly. Although, can this thing touch Victini? Questions. So, I'm going to go into Victini, actually, I think. I don't want Thundurus being too weakened in case it has to take on something like Girder. If I go into Thundurus, I'm expecting an out switch or a Mega Evolve. But into what if I click Hidden Power Ice? Or I could click Taunt and just completely shut down whatever he wants to do. How much does Mega Altaria take from Thundurus? Oh, it's a 2-hit KO from this range of HP. That's not bad. That's not bad. Actually, that chip damage is pretty clutch. So I can set up a Taunt on this thing. So I'm going to go into Thundurus, I think. Just get off a Taunt and start firing off a... firing off like some power attacks. So he does click the Hyper Voice, but I am just going to click Hidden Power Ice here. Don't want this thing getting too weak for sure. Actually, you know what's actually would be really important is calculating how much that Hyper Voice did. Making sure we know. So 34 to 40. Oh, sorry about that. 34 to 40, and he did 27. So he's actually like not invested. Yeah, he's not invested. He's not even modest. So he's probably like a defensive variant. So definitely good to know. And now what we're going to do is calc Levani's against regular Altaria. How much did the Leaf Storm do? 9%. So he's like Spadef. Oh, that's good to know. Man, I should have figured that out. We're going to click Thunder Wave here, I think. No. He's Spadef, which means he's probably running Heal Bell. Thunder Wave probably isn't the play. Also, he's probably running Heal Bell Roost in the last two spots, I'm expecting. Which means Tentacruel honestly doesn't need its Air Balloon for anything. So I'm going to go into Tentacruel here, I think. I don't want to be uselessly taking damage, but... Oh, this thing can't click Heal Bell or Roost right now, actually. So I could kill this Altaria. But how much would that matter? Tentacruel. How much would that matter? Is killing Altaria worth Thundurus being weakened? I think this is a 3-hit KO, so I'm going to be taking a ton of damage. So I'm just going to go into Tentacruel here. Oh, clearly I'm not the one taking forever in my play. Gives me more time to think, I guess. Oh, he wasn't even around. All right, he was AFK. Might be. We're going to go into Tentacruel, I think. Tentacruel can put a lot of pressure on this team, especially if we force an out switch here. And especially if he's like... a support set. Let's say like that. Max Bedef or something. Oh man, I can't, my clicking accuracy is subpar right now because I'm very nervous. Thunderous Zeus is going to be doing 35 to 42, so we have no chance to 2-hit KO this thing. So I'm going to definitely switch out into Tentacruel. Hopefully catch him off guard, but nope. But that does no damage. And now I can hit him up with an Acid Spray for sure. Really actually weaken like a lot whatever wants to come in after this. It's also definitely nice to be getting this thing into range of getting... Also, actually, he has no more Webs immunities now that Altaria is no longer a flying type. So this thing is 100% going to be running Mirror Coat right now. That is like a gourd special right now, and seeing how little damage that did, I'm almost positive this thing is going to be running... Oh, I didn't nickname Tentacle, did I? Crap. Forgot. That's a sad day. This is the Kraken. Acid Spray did how much damage? 18? So actually maybe he's just max HP, but if he's running Mirror Coat and we click Giga Drain right now... So I'm going to click the Giga Drain. Because that does kill, I think, almost no matter what he is. 82? Oh, no, it doesn't. Crap. Tentacruel, what are you? Why are you so weak? What the hell, dude? This is a -2 Alomola with no Spadef investment. What are you doing with your life right now? Whoa, okay. So I actually am very worried about clicking the Mirror Coat here. So I actually am wondering if I should click Rapid Spin, lower his health a bit more, and also catch the Mirror Coat off guard, make him feel unsafe going for Mirror Coat. If Rapid Spin does 2% damage, like, that's not bad, right? Only have to click it 50 more times. Rapid Spin might catch him off guard here. It's a ridiculous play. It honestly is a ridiculous play. But I don't want to get Mirror Coated and lose my ability to take a hit. So he clicks the Protect. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, good play on his part. I guess he was just trying to guarantee that he could take this hit, and now he's going to Mirror Coat me real bad, real hard. I'm not expecting a Scald. This is a chance to set up Garchomp and like win the game. But yeah, true. This is a chance to set up Garchomp and win the game. What am I saying? Yeah, Garchomp wins. Yo, I'm just gonna... Sorry, Tentacruel, you're dying for the greater good. Because unless that's somehow Scarf, Ice Beam, Manaphy, Garchomp wins this game right now. Let me just think this out of my head. I bring in Garchomp. I set up a sub. I let this thing die right here, is what the play is. I have to let... I mean, okay, so... So what I'm thinking is, I have to let this thing kill me somehow. So I'm just going to click the Acid Spray again. Oh, okay. All right, we're doing that today. All right, not bad. So it's going to be Gothitelle coming in. It looks like Garchomp isn't going to have its moment of glory, but, you know, that is what it is. Acid Spray did how much damage? 14. So he's like... Yeah, he's probably like a defensive Goth or a... Like, no, just max HP, I'm thinking. So probably not Scarf. Acid Spray did that much, so now he's -2. And so Psychic's going to do how much if Psyshock's... Oh yeah, Psyshock's going to completely drop us through the floor. That's fair. But I do want to make sure that I can get a kill on the next turn. So a Scald would be fine. Acid Spray is also fine. Neither move is going to KO him here, I think. Scald might actually with a burn. So yeah, I'm going to click Scald. Oh wow, that did not KO at all. Alright, what does Gothitelle get? If it gets Ice, we are in trouble. Because that was a tough... Does not get Ice, it gets Hidden Power Ice. Okay, so you're probably max special attack specs. I'm thinking. Let's say modest. Choice specs. Yeah, so Garchomp, I need you to take this hit real bad, buddy. I need you to take this hit real bad. If you can take this hit, no, but Mach Punch. That sucks. Oh, that does like no damage. What? Garchomp, way to be a... Oh, he's also specs! He can't switch moves! This is crazy! Alright, so I think I'm going to go into Chomp and click... I'm going to go into Chomp. I want to click Sub because Sub will allow me to set up... Well, the thing is, Sableye probably has Willow. So I'm probably going to... How long should I wait to set up Chomp? I could get I could probably get a KO on Manaphy actually. As long as this doesn't break my sub, I could end the game right here. Leave. Get out of here, dude. I don't believe you. There's no possible item you could be holding that would make you stronger than Specs Modest. So I don't know how weak I want Chomp to get. So I want to just click Earthquake, kill this thing. I guess I should have done that last turn, but I kind of am expecting a Dark Pulse, but Sableye. This thing doesn't do like any damage, so I'm just gonna switch into Victini. So curiously, he clicks that. He's clearly... I'm going to click the U-turn here, I'm thinking. Or a Will-O-Wisp might be cool. So we do manage to break that. I'm going to go into Thundurus. And I have revealed the taunt, so... man, this game is not going super well anymore. I thought I had it in the bag, but that Gothitelle roll sucked. How did that break my sub? Oh. That sucks. I'm so stupid. Oh man, that sucks a lot. I'm just gonna click the T-bolt, I think. Substitute, recover. So we're gonna stop him there, and we're gonna click, I think, the hidden power ice. I'm not expecting a dark pulse, so I'm gonna go. I'm expecting a double into something that can take a thunderbolt or any attack, which is probably gonna be the Altaria. I'm just gonna click the hidden power ice, honestly. Or no, should I pull the really crazy double into Scav? I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, Escavalier, how much do you take from Manaphy right now, man? How much do you take from Manaphy? Manaphy at +3 is just too strong to handle. But you can take a hit, so I respect that immensely. We're going to click Knockoff, I think, and then Megahorn the next turn. He goes for the Scald Burn, and he does get it. Oh my god, I'm going to kill something. Oh my god. This sucks. This sucks a substantial amount, guys. The problem I'm running into is that I don't see Chomp setting up on any Pokemon except Alomola right now, because I'm guessing this thing is running Ice Beam. But, yo, I had to get... Oh man, the room is getting lit right now, so... I'm going to click Megahorn here, I think. I don't see this thing putting in a lot of work anymore. So because Sableye is running Will-O-Wisp. Sableye is running Will-O-Wisp. Chomp has a tough... Chomp can only set up on Aloe. So I don't know how I'm going to set up Chomp. So Thundurus... Yo, screw this kid. Man. Oh, man. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I respect that. I guess I wish I was running Thunder now, huh? But... So Thundurus can totally do a ton of damage to this Manaphy now, even though it's under rain. Thunderbolt still bodies this thing. So I'm going to go into Thundurus. I don't know how to clean this game up at all. The burn kind of sucked, but now seeing a set, it didn't matter that much, so I'm not that salty about it.
Yes.
So, because this Manaphy was going to do so much to us, Garchomp could not set up on this Manaphy without risking a burn, especially under rain. I mean, I guess if I got a +2 up, although no, +2 Garchomp can't even do that much to this thing. Like now I know it's defensive. So I'm gonna click the T-bolt, knock this thing out, secure some differential, I guess. So I'm seeing a game where Thunderous cleans right now, actually. I'm seeing a switch into Victini on an Ice Punch. Proceed to click Bolt Strike. Weaken this thing. Hope Thunderous can clean. Garchomp can outspeed some stuff, maybe. If he clicks Knockoff, I'm in trouble. But I don't know his set, I suppose. Because I don't know how I'm going to break through Sableye, or I guess Victini can do a decent job, but yeah, I just want to make sure that coming out of this game, I feel like I made the right play. So I'm expecting an Ice Punch here, but what is my play? How am I trying to execute my win condition here? What is my win condition? Garchomp only sets up on Aloe. I kind of got to lure in Aloe. I kind of want to click Thunder Wave, but he's probably Guts. Maybe he's Iron Fist. I can't play around with that too much. I can't assume abilities. Victini takes an Ice Punch real well, but that's about it. Clicks Bolt Strike, or U-turns into Chomp, who does how much to Girder? If it's like a bulk up set. I don't know what Girder set this is. Garchomp does a lot at +2, but it can't take Ice Punch for crap. Or can it? It can actually. No, it cannot. I'm crazy. You take one Ice Punch. What am I saying? Okay, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna double into Victini here. I don't know if I'm making the right play. I need Thunderous alive though. So he does click that. Victini whammy. Bolt Strike does like no damage to Girder. That's nice. Really not that nice. Times where I was wishing I was running Psychic. Oh, yo, I mean, I can calc if he's Iron Fist at least. That's not bad. Ice Punch did 15.2. So he's actually definitely either Iron Fist, which looks very likely, or he's like banded Guts. Where are you, Choice Band? In which case, he's Iron Fist. Yo, I'm gonna click Will-O-Wisp here. You're joking. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Alright, so I'm going to click the... Hyper Voice did a lot of damage to this thing before. It's going to probably knock me out. But Thunderbolt plus Ice Beam probably knocks Altaria out. And maybe Garchomp has a chance to... Yeah, if I play my absolute best game, I could probably bring it back from there. Maybe. Not probably, maybe. You know, it's all maybes at this point. Who knows? When he's running freaking Mud Slap, like, you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so I can just click T-Bolt here. Weaken him a lot. And from here, I gotta go into Chomp. Man, if I can bring this game back, I'm gonna be so amped. I'm gonna click Earthquake here. The problem is how healthy that girder still is. That girder is still nice and healthy. I haven't even gotten a shred of damage off on it. So I mean, it's not looking good, guys. Girder actually takes a lot of damage from max HP. No, it doesn't. If it's max HP girder, which it 100% is going to be max HP, like at least. So I don't think I played particularly badly even. He just never brought out Alamola in a situation where I could set up Garchomp, and that was the only mon. I guess I could have set up on Manaphy, but I couldn't assume it didn't have Ice Beam, and I couldn't assume anything, you know? So Iron Fist Girder is about to knock me out of the frickin' park. Unless he makes the mistake and clicks Knockoff. What's his safest play? Probably clicking Knockoff. Because I mean, Ice Punch did how much to Victini? 15.2. Did like no damage, so he has to click Knockoff. I think. Maybe he has to click Knockoff. I don't know. It's not really, it's a 50-50 here, to be honest. I can click Earthquake here. Because Victini can't take on Alamola anymore. I think he knows that too. So I think he's going to assume that I'm going to try to sack off Victini maybe. I mean, he knows I have to keep Garchomp healthy. I don't know. This is the definition of a 50-50. You don't actually know what's going to happen. I'm trying to figure it out, but you don't actually know what's going to happen. Let's try to weigh out his perspective. He clicks Knockoff, Victini, and I stay in. Garchomp doesn't actually kill this thing. Knockoff is a really safe play for him, and he clicks Ice Punch the next turn. And I lose to Alamola. So Knockoff is his play. I guess I have nothing to lose by clicking sub though. Like, I'm gonna die to something. But does sub get me anywhere in the long run? I can set up to +2, but then I might as well just hit him twice, you know? I've been thinking about something. But if he does click Ice Punch, sub will at least keep that hope alive. Yeah, I don't see a point in not clicking sub. At the very least, we get another chance to play that 50-50 game. And that's like... So he clicks the Drain Punch. Interesting. That's not what I was expecting, but okay. I've been thinking... I guess... I guess maybe what I could have done is switched into Victini. I didn't know he was going to click Drain Punch. You know, I was kind of hoping for a knockoff. If I switch into Victini here, I'm going to switch into Victini. I don't think I have. I'm going to press cancel until I'm done. But Garchomp's going to have a hard time breaking through Alamola, that's for sure. And then both Aloe and Sableye. But we know for a fact Victini can't do it, so... Because I could have. I'm gonna try to will-o-wisp here. No, that was a mistake. I mean, clicking V create would have weakened this thing. Yeah, that was a mistake. I don't know. I didn't choke. I didn't choke because Garchomp couldn't have broken through Alomola. Yeah. So had I clicked V create there, Garchomp still needed to set up the +4 to kill. I don't know. It came down to Sableye confusing me, and if I had a sub, it was not going to go well. I don't see a sequence of turns that I actually came out of that on top, because I weakened this thing with Victini. Earthquake killed the next turn. This thing died. So we take a loss. The hacks were unfortunate, but I don't actually see a ton of hacks to, like, I don't know. I guess I couldn't have set Garchomp up on Alomola. I mean, the burn was definitely inconvenient, but it didn't actually help Manaphy beat me. Or, sorry, it didn't actually help me beat Man. Help me, yeah, exactly. It didn't help Manaphy beat me. Other hacks, the confusion. Yeah, I don't know. That didn't really do a whole lot for me either. I mean, the confusion on Manaphy definitely kind of sucked, but you know, I made it a 1-0. Not the worst loss in the world. It is what it is. I'm not super salty because I think he played pretty well. He prepped pretty well. Matchup wasn't super in my favor. Manaphy was kind of a threat. But honestly, I think it proved to be like that Girder was a threat all along. So it is what it is. I guess I wish I had stuck with the Victini set I had before, but people were telling me to run physical. A few people told me to run physical, so I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not super pissed, but it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. It is always very appreciated. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Kraken Nation.